Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Good day and welcome to Transformation Tuesday with me, Liz Forrest. Really great to be here with all of you, spiritual seekers, where you will learn shamanic practices and tools to reclaim your empowerment from the influences of your past that limit your truth. Welcome, welcome. So let me ask you, where is your attention right this moment? Are you present right here with me in this moment, or are you thinking about other things? Ponder that for a moment. Where is your attention? Please say hello in the comments if you're watching with me live or if you're on the replay. Always love to know that you're here. I'm Liz Forrest, a master shamanic teacher of over 25 years, sharing Toltec practices and tools of personal freedom as I've learned them, and with permission. I teach in person and online, in classes and workshops, and also journeys. I take people on journeys to the home of the Toltecs, which is the pyramid site at Teotihuacan in central Mexico. My next journey to Teo, as we lovingly call Teotihuacan, is set for October over the Day of the Dead ceremonial time. So you can contact me for more information about that journey if you would like to know more about it. So today I'd like to offer you a practice of awareness and presence. Awareness and presence. The first mastery of the Toltec path, as taught by Don Miguel Ruiz, is the mastery of awareness. A mastery of awareness of ourselves, of our perceptions, our habits, our unconscious masks and disguises that we present to the world, all the ways that we limit ourselves from being who we truly are. And once we start exploring ourselves with a heightened awareness, we may come to realize that we're not in the present with ourselves. We're experiencing life based on old ways of being that keep us from experiencing our life in the fullest way right now. So how can you bring your attention to the present without continuing to view the present moment through the lens of your domestication? It's a big question, hey? And it's an in-depth practice that I've guided many people through over my years of teaching these practices. And for today, I'd like to offer you a simple practice to hone your awareness, to be in more presence of the experiences that you are actually having moment by moment. So let me explain a little more of what I am meaning. So when we're in presence, fully aware, we are experiencing the moment of wherever we are or whatever we're doing with our full attention, exactly like I'm doing right now. My attention is on my presentation to you. So our attention is not on something in the past or projecting into the future. We're not making comparisons about our observation, needing to maybe present itself differently because that's what is familiar to us, or judging anything that we're participating in or observing. We're in awareness and full presence. So we're open. Yeah, we're open. We're open and receiving the experience that we're having. A really great example that you might have experienced yourself, and I know I sure did too, is that when we travel to a place where everything is different, everything's different than what we know. And pretty soon we start comparing how different things are. The customs, the food, the dissimilar ways that people live, we start comparing. And then maybe next we start judging those differences. Yeah, different than what we know, different than what we have experienced ourselves, different than how we do things. We start judging that. And pretty soon, We're hardly present because our attention is not even on the experience we're having, but the experience of how it should be different. So if you can relate, I'm kind of giggling because we miss what's happening because we're so much in our minds about what should be happening, that we miss what we're in. And so it makes me kind of giggle because and makes me also aware I don't want to be missing the experiences that I'm having. Yeah, wherever I am. Here's another really great example of our times today, of modern day times. How many times have you been somewhere, maybe on vacation or maybe just somewhere interesting in your own neighborhood or city, and people are taking pictures with their phone constantly instead of simply experiencing where they are and what's happening? And maybe that's you. So wanting so much to get it in a picture or on a recording for later that we're not even experiencing what's happening in the moment. It's a really great one of our times. I notice it so often. And so when we're out of our awareness, we miss so much. We miss the particular experience that's being offered to us with our full attention and awareness. We miss the gifts of that experience because we're not in our awareness to receive the gifts. We're somewhere else, even though physically we're there, but our presence and our awareness is not there when we are distracted like that. So here's a simple practice that I'll pass on to you. After we close today, I invite you to go outside or look out a window. Look out your window and simply observe what you see. The people, the buildings, the trees, the ocean, nature, whatever it is that you see. Just simply sit or stand and observe what you see for 1 minute. And then come on back in if you're outside, or sit down if you're inside looking out a window, and list what you saw. List it by name. You saw a tree, you saw a person, you saw a store, whatever it is, you just list. Notice where your mind goes, your attention, as you make your list. Notice if your mind starts telling you a story about something related to what you observed, or a little judgment starts to, wheedle its way into your writing of what you saw. Just notice what your mind is doing as you make your list of what you observed when you looked out the window or went outside. Okay, and then you close your eyes. You get fully present. And then you open your eyes and you go outside again, or you look out your window again, and you observe the same view that you just did. And notice if you're aware of anything that you didn't see the first time. A detail, a color, an activity that was going on with an animal or a bird or a person. Notice if you're aware of anything that you did not see the first time. And after a minute or so, do your list again, noticing what your mind is doing. So what was the difference between the two exercises is my question for you once you do this practice. Did you notice any difference? And what was it if you did? I'd so appreciate your shares in the comments after you're finished. It's very revealing and can be so helpful, because the more that you practice awareness and presence, the more open you will be to have the full experience and receive the gifts being offered to you without the lens of your own domestication on it. So try it out. Try it on and see what happens for you. So I also wanted to tell you today that I'm planning my trip to British Columbia, Canada for July, and I am going to hold a workshop July the 14th. It's a Sunday on Salt Spring Island. And if you're interested in learning shamanic practices that teach how to gather and hold and direct your energy, if you're interested in learning about dreaming practices so that you can interpret your dreams and all the information they hold there for you, if you're interested in other tools of empowerment based in Toltec shamanism, That's what I'll be teaching July the 14th. It's a day workshop. It's on Salt Spring Island. It's going to be out on all my sites in the next day or so, but I wanted to tell you about it today because I'm so excited that that's coming soon. And it will be so incredible to meet you or see you again. If we have been together again, I look so forward to having a reunion with you. And if this would be your first time with me, I look so forward to meeting you and passing on these teachings that have helped so many people empower themselves and live the life that they truly desire. So thanks very much for joining me. And don't forget to try on this practice of presence and awareness to receive the fullness of the life that you're experiencing right now. I'll put my email in the comment if you're interested in knowing more about that workshop on Salt Spring. It is called Ignite with Liz Forrest. You'll be seeing more about that soon. And if you're interested in anything else I offer, please contact me. I'd love to set up a Zoom with you. Take the best care of yourself, and I'll see you next week right here in Transformation Tuesday. All my love.